Hi people and hello my Chillin' Carnage crew, it's Chili here, the man who produces Design from My Eyes, doing a 5-minute review on Fling's newest album, the self-titled debut record I think it is. Now this album was brought to my attention thanks to an email that I received stating, hey, maybe you should check out this band, and well of course I did so. I had the chance actually to interview this group, but due to timing within my life and a really busy schedule, I just couldn't make it. I do understand that Fling are currently in a tour which involves a bunch of other prog rock groups as well, and it kind of caught me by surprise. You know, when you get a message saying, hey, this group is with the prog rock tour, I'm expecting this thing to be, well, along those lines. It's going to be similar in sounds to that, surely. So I'm like, yeah, look, no worries, I'll definitely check this one out. And this album is 10 songs at just a little bit over half an hour in length. A little bit shorter than what I was expecting, and of course a bit of a question mark as to what exactly I was getting into. But what I did stumble across was really curious experimentation to a degree. I thought I could have nutted this record out after the first 2 tracks and, you know, figured out what direction that this band was taking, but with every song that I was listening to, it was quite a curious affair. You don't really understand where the band is going, you know, or duo I think it is actually, sorry, but the music that they offer here is interesting. It's kind of like electronic indie to a degree on certain songs, such as of course, you know, Waistline or maybe Cool Bottle Water Park, sorry, but at the end of it there is also just your standard kind of indie pieces as well, or just folksy almost to a degree on other pieces. It's an interesting blend of music. It's nice, it's polished, it's beautiful to hear, and I did enjoy what I was listening to. Usually when I get these notifications from people and stating, hey, you should check out my band, you know, I kind of avoid it to a degree because I don't want to be known as that person, to be seen as, I guess, oh yeah, for sure I'll do it, and not be harsh about this, you know, business that I do, because at the end of it, this is my review, and if I'm going to be harsh, I don't want to be that kind of, I don't want to be seen as that kind of person. I also don't want to be seen as showing bias by saying, oh yeah, for sure, I'll write a great review for you, no worries. I'm going to tell you my honest opinion about what I feel about an album, and honestly, I enjoyed this record a lot more than I was definitely expecting, because this is not really the style of music that I would typically go and listen to. You know, I didn't mind indie rock when I was listening to it back in like the early 2000s, in particular, you know, the Strokes or the Vines and whatever the music you can think of along those lines, but that's very different. It's a very different sound compared to this. That one was more kind of garage rock, focused, much more narrow field of view, I guess. So with this effort, I'm kind of listening to it going, oh yeah, I like it. This is some solid stuff. I mean, this could be played on Triple J, for example, in Australia, easily. I think that's got a perfect marketplace, this type of sound for that type of radio station and the, you know, the audience that they appeal to. What type of music are you going to be listening to? To be listening to Fling is a bit of a question mark, I guess, as far as the recommendations down here. None of the bands I really recognize, and I don't really know how to say other than if you're into that electronic indie sound, the stuff that is coming out recently, then maybe this is a band that you want to go and check out. You want to hear what they have to offer. I definitely found it curious. At the end of the day, it's only a 30-minute record, so I'd say suggest just go and listen to it and see what you make of this, because there are certainly some cool pieces on here that I really didn't find intriguing. Overall, I'm going to give this album a score of 7 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite tracks being Mouse House, Cool Bottle Water Park, and Shoes. Yeah, look, this is certainly a solid record that I would suggest is, you know, probably one of those mysterious, stranger kind of albums. If I stumbled, it wouldn't surprise me if I stumbled across this record by myself, actually on a shuffle playthrough, and went, what is this I'm listening to? Pretty intriguing. I might add this to a playlist. And certainly the case that I have added 1 or 2 of these songs to a playlist that I would listen to in the future. And I recommend that you go and listen to them, because hey, you might just find out that you have a new love for this record or this band. So anyway, if you've listened to this album, want to hear your comments below, and don't forget to stay spicy out there. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music related content, because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always, people, you have a great day and stay spicy.